Afterword, a warning and a plea. We close our summary and analysis with a warning and a plea. Our warning is that if even a portion of Project 2020's reforms are implemented, America and a great number of Americans will suffer, including many federal employees who will lose jobs overnight. Those targeted for discrimination, including LGBTQ+ people and immigrants, will face increased intolerance and far worse if the next president seeks to carry out the plan to strip them of their rights. Project 2025 envisions a mega domestic law enforcement agency beefed up by military troops, which calls for America to step back into ugly chapters of its past. The 1950s McCarthy era, the 20-year Fed, illegal COINTELPRO spying on progressive black and brown civil rights leaders, feminists, anti-war activists, and others. We learned the painful lessons of these chapters. So we're not exaggerating when we say the writing is on the wall here, the wall being Project 2025. There are countless examples of vitriol and animus and cruelty, a desire to punish and hurt, that animate the details of the vision extolled as Project 2020. That animate the details of the vision extolled as Project 2025. It's visible in the disparaging words used to describe transgender people, the plan to build mass camps to detain and deport undocumented immigrants, the forced return of children alone in the world to countries gripped by conflict. All of these proposals are marked by cruelty. It's evident in the plan to overnight dismiss 50,000 hardworking career government employees and strip them of hard-earned pension. It's clear in the plan to strip us funding for any groups, domestic or foreign, with the temerity to support a woman's right to choose or gay rights or attempts to address systemic racism and racial inequality or policies to protect our planet. The very soil and sky and seas that support human life. Project 2025's proposals would imperil our future by reversing critical climate change policies. Doing so would have devastating effects on our world. Project 2025 is indeed a punishing vision, a call to rule by force, hurting, policing, silencing, and suppressing in order to govern without opposition. And that, history shows us, is the favorite path of dictators and dictatorships. Our plea, given that Project 2025 and its conservative supporters have opted to publicly share their draconian vision for America, we are publicly adding our voices to the growing number of Americans and global citizens who strongly oppose Project 2025 and its ideology of intolerance, nativism, and isolationism. Its bleak, fearful vision for America, its cruel future harms, its disregard for our planet, putting profit and unfettered corporate capitalism above all. That's a recipe for disaster. We urge Americans to read the plan themselves and then share it widely and quickly with others in their communities, at work, at home, in their places of faith, and around the world. We feel that Project 2025 speaks for itself as a frightening prescription for America. We urge everyone to get informed and mobilize quickly to stop its agenda from advancing. One way to do that is by voting against those who support its agenda, not only in the presidential election, but all the smaller state and local level elections where conservatives are busily seeking to implement its policies, including with tests, case lawsuits. Knowing what is planned allows us to fight back. There are many strategies, tools, field lessons, and approaches that can proactively mitigate the planned attacks outlined in Project 2025. We need to come forward as a nation of millions of patriots and apply them at all levels. Project 2025 is taking aim at all of us, the big we, including Americans and a global public, given the Conservative Party's goal of reversing decades of U.S. domestic and foreign policy that, if enacted, will threaten our security and current freedom. Their plan for autocracy needs to be staunchly opposed and exposed. To do that, we need all Americans who believe in our Constitution and civil rights to engage with us. What America is and does impacts the world. We need everyone to say yes, we agree. Project 2025 represents an unprecedented danger to America and the world. We have to fight hard now to defend our democracy. We need every voice to say no to Project 2025. We need every American to vote no to a Christian-led autocracy. At Stop the Coup 2025, our door is open. Please join us. And remember, now is the time to act. For more information, please go to stopthecoup2025.org.